What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV and welcome back to another player performance tier list, this time for the month of November, where Spurs played 4 games this month. So not that much to go on, but we are going to be doing it a bit differently this time and going forward. So let us know in the comment section below what your thoughts are. But we've taken our player ratings, mine and Sim's. We've made an average score between the both for the month, and we'll see where we go. And the tiers are at the moment going from top to bottom, going from excellent to very good to okay, not good, awful, and then can't judge for the players that haven't played enough minutes. And the way the average scoring is going to work is if you've got a score between 0 and 4, you're going awful. If you've got a score between 4 and 5, you're going not good. 5 to 6, you're going okay. 6 to 7, you're going good. 7 to 8, you're going very good. And 8 to 10, you're going excellent. So it's actually going to be quite hard for players to get into the excellent or awful category.
Definitely, it's going to be especially given that we're basing on our average rating. So I've taken all our player rating we've done of the whole season, all our videos, and we've created an average rating. We're going to do one for the whole season, but we're doing it just for November this time. So 4 games to cover.
Yeah, exactly. And let's start off with the first player, and that is Cuti Romero. And he didn't play any games in this month.
Great start.
So he's going to go into can't judge.
Or can we not? Because a lot of people seem to be judging him right now.
Yeah,
I can tell you that.
He goes straight into can't judge, Cuti Romero. But let's move on. Next player is Ollie Skip. What's he done this month?
Ollie Skip, he has played 1 game, and that was against Nottingham Forest. We both gave him a 5, so averaging a 5. So it'll be in not good.
So he goes in okay.
Okay.
I mean, if he's anything below a 5, I think would go in not good. It's just 5 on the dot, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, so we could put him in okay or not good. He kind of flirts between the both. So, I mean, with only one game,
just put him in
got him
okay.
okay, exactly.
Did he go off after 45 minutes? No, that was in the Premier League.
We'll put him in okay, just give him the benefit of the doubt. So Ollie Skip can go into okay. Next one is going to be interesting. One is Pierre-Emile Højbjerg.
Now, Højbjerg, we averaged him a 6.3 over this month, which is interesting. I averaged him a 6. You averaged him a 6.5. So you're averaging him slightly better than me. He obviously he got an 8 against Marseille. He who else played?
Scored the winner obviously in Marseille.
Then a 7 against Liverpool, 5 against Forest, and a 6 against Leeds yesterday.
Yeah, and I think that makes sense, to be honest, because I think Højbjerg had a storming start to the season, but I think as of late, last month and a bit more, his levels have dropped.
So what does 6.5 get you?
6.5 gets you into the good category.
Into the good category. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Good. There you go.
All right, so Højbjerg goes into the good category. Next up is Bryan Gil-Messi.
Bryan Hill, well, he only had 1 game, and that was against Forest, and that was a 4.
So he goes into the not good category.
Not good category. Well, so what he had what, a half? No, 30 minutes against Forest.
Yeah,
it's a bit harsh, but
it is harsh, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. This is there are no prisoners.
Exactly, no prisoners. Let's move on to Hugo Lloris.
Hugo Lloris, interesting enough, 6.7.
6.7.
So actually quite a good month.
So let's go game by game, because obviously he didn't play against Forest.
Quite good. He played 3 games, yeah. We gave him an 8 again for Marseille. I averaged him 6.5. You averaged him 6. You averaged him a 7.
7, wow.
Throughout the month.
And this is not what you would expect with Hugo Lloris, because everyone's been saying how bad he's been.
Yeah, I'm trying to get... yeah. So 8 against Marseille, then a 6 against Liverpool. Didn't play against Forest, and then a 6 against Leeds, which is averaging a 7, apparently. I gave him an 8 against Marseille, 7 against Liverpool. Didn't play, and then a 5, which... sorry, we both averaged him a 7. Both averaged him a 7. So why is it... That doesn't make sense. 1 second. 1 second. 7. I don't know why that doesn't. Why is that not averaging a 7? I don't know. I'm trying to work it out. It says we're averaging him a 6.7 though, which goes into good.
7.
Yeah, which
6.7 goes into good. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think that's where he should be going?
Yeah, I think he's not been. What's he done this month? That's been bad. Hasn't really been a problem.
It's mainly last month, wasn't it, where the mistakes crept in.
Yeah, this month he's been okay. So I guess he's had a good month, contrary to popular opinion.
All right, Lloris goes into good. Next up is Ben Davis.
Ben Davis, we averaged him a 6.3.
Both together, yeah, 6.3.
6.3, yeah.
So what have we individually given him in each game?
Gave him
he's played every game this month, hasn't he?
I averaged him a 6.5, and you averaged him a 6. He missed 2 games, it says here. Did he play? It says he missed 2 games. Is that right?
He missed 2 games.
Unless I've missed out a rating.
Let's have a look. Just bear with us, guys. Ben Davis. No, he played Marseille, he played Liverpool, he played Leeds, but didn't play against Forest.
Okay, so missed 1 game. I must have missed out a rating here somewhere. I have to work it out. I've missed out 1, 2, 3, 4. I missed out the Marseille.
You missed out the Marseille game.
Yeah.
How did he play in that Marseille game?
I think he played all right.
He played all right. So I mean, what's his average without the Marseille game?
6.3.
6.3.
So he's probably get a 6 or a 7 in that game.
Yeah. So I think put him in good. To be fair,
Put him in good. I think he's had a decent month.
Yeah, I agree. Ben Davis goes into good. Next up is Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, we have averaged him also a 6.3.
6.3 for Kane.
6.3. I've averaged him a 6, and you've averaged him a 6.5.
Scored 2 goals in 4 games this month.
But in the other 2, well, he was terrible. I gave him a 3 against Forest.
He was terrible against Forest.
That drags it down. Yesterday was good. Liverpool was all right. And then against Marseille, he was also good against Marseille. What did I give him? I gave him, the 3 really makes it down. I had 7, 7, 3, 7. And then
me?
You've given him 8, 7, 4, 7. So that Forest game really drags down his total.
So what is that total average?
6.3 between the both of us.
6.3. So he still goes into the good category.
Yeah, just about gets into good.
Okay. Matt Doherty.
Matt Doherty played 3 games. It says 5.2.
5.2. So that goes into the okay category,
which I think is about right. I think against Forest it was terrible. Against Liverpool he came on, it was okay. Got a sit, nearly kind of an assistant yesterday. He came on and was decent off the bench. So yeah, I think okay makes sense.
All right. So Matt Doherty, you are going into okay. Next up is Ivan Perisic.
Perisic 6.6, pretty decent. Not bad. He was very good against Marseille.
Very good against Marseille.
Liverpool, we gave him an 8. He was really good in that game. I played up front and then was really good.
He was probably our best player against Liverpool, or
and
one of
then
anyway.
Forest up front, he was anonymous. And yesterday, against Leeds, he was decent.
He was all right, nothing
didn't
special.
Do much. So 6.6.
6.6 goes into good.
Goes into good.
All right, next one is Ryan Sessegnon.
Now, Ryan Sessegnon, we have averaged him 3.7. Brutal average rating for
well worth
Ryan
it though.
Sessegnon.
Well worth it because he has been shocking this month. He really has.
2 games. It's Forest and it's where is it? Forest and not Forest. Forest? Yeah. No, Forest he was played. That's right. He played an hour against Forest. Let me see this.
So Ryan Sessegnon played against Forest, he played against Marseille, and he played against Liverpool. He had to be taken off at half-time against Marseille. Against Liverpool, he lasted 67 minutes, and against Forest, he played the 90 minutes, but he was shocking.
No, 3 games, that's right. We're giving him 4-4-3. Yeah, he was terrible in all those games. What a terrible month.
And you know what? Like, these recent performances from Ryan Sessegnon I've always backed him, and it's actually making me start to question him now.
I gave him a 3-5-3, and you gave him a 4-4-3. So you can pick and choose what he likes, but you're getting a bad score.
That's that's all we know. He's going in awful.
Well, it was a terrible month for him.
Yeah, Ryan Sessegnon, unfortunately, you are going into awful. So, it's getting quite heavily stocked in the lower ends, but no excellent or very goods as of yet. Next up is Lucas Moura.
Lucas Moura, how many games is that? 3. 1 sec. Lucas Moura, 1 game, 5. That because we must have only given him a rating for 1 game in the month.
Yeah, because he came on for the last minute against Leeds, came on the last 3 minutes against Liverpool, and he only played in the Marseille game.
Yeah, so and he wasn't great in that game. So
No.
5 out of 10. That gets him into good.
I think we should bump him down to not good, to be honest, because he wasn't good in that game.
I don't think he was good at all. Yeah, I agree with you.
All right.
I have to do that.
All right, Lucas Moura, you're getting bumped down, unfortunately. Next up is Clement Longley, which should be an interesting one.
Clement Longley, 6.1.
6.1.
6.1.
So he started in every single one of the games, came off quite early against Leeds in the 56th minute, scored against Marseille to get us back in the game.
Yeah, we both. I gave him an 8. You gave him an 8. I gave him a 7 in that game.
Against Liverpool, I think he was all right.
Played in the centre position. I gave him a 6. You gave him a 7.
And against Nottingham?
Nottingham 5 each. And yesterday I gave him a 6. You gave him a 5.
5.
So it adds up to a 6.1 average rating.
Yeah, which
So
goes
decent.
into good.
Puts him in good. Well, yeah, he did kind of find that centre role, didn't he? A bit. So fair enough. He was all right this month.
Rodrigo Bentancur.
He averages 7.5.
7.5. Well, puts him in very good.
Puts him in very good.
Do we want to bump him up to excellent? He did score, 2 goals against Leeds.
He was brilliant out in Marseille.
Bournemouth was last month.
Yeah, he was great against. He was great against Liverpool as well. It was just a Forest game that let him down.
Yeah, which was only 45 minutes as well.
Yeah. Other than that, because we gave him
if you
literally just that game.
If you take out that Forest game, he's probably making it into excellent, isn't he?
Yeah, because 8, 8, 6, 8.
Yeah, I would put him in excellent. To be honest,
take away that final for that 45 minutes against Forest. I'm happy to do that.
Yeah,
put him in excellent.
All right, Rodrigo, you are getting bumped up to excellent, my friend. Next up is Eric Dyer.
Eric Dyer, 4.5. Not a very good month for Eric Dyer. He's not been great this month.
So the ratings gets him into not good, but I actually think he's been worse than that as well.
Well, he got points for being okay against Marseille, Liverpool 5, Forest 4, and then Leeds 3. That was Daigle gave him a 3 against Leeds. For me, I gave him Marseille 5, Liverpool 5, Forest 4, Leeds 4.
But the mistakes he's been making this month, I mean, it's hard to look away from them and not put him in awful, because he's cost us in a lot of games.
He has. But on the flip side, him in that right centre-back role, he has done some good things there.
He has done some good things, but
not defensively though.
But yeah, he has.
So that's why is it not good?
But those mistakes, you just can't get away from those mistakes. I mean, it's just so bad from him, from being one of our mainstays in the team as well. It's just awful.
All right, put him in awful. He has been terrible, to be honest.
Eric Dyer goes into awful. Next up is Yves Bissouma.
Yves Bissouma, he has got an average rating of 6.3.
So what's he done? He's played in which games?
He played in 3 games. He played in...
No, he's played all of them, actually. He just came on for the last 20 minutes against Leeds. He started all the other games.
Yes. One sec. I missed out his Marseille rating.
He wasn't that great against Marseille.
He wasn't great. Well, we've given him a 6.3. That's enough for a good. Well, I thought he was good against Liverpool. Really good against Liverpool. For Forest, it was a very Jekyll and Hyde performance. Decent first half, terrible second half, and then against Leeds, he had a decent cameo.
Yeah, decent
Leeds.
When he came on.
I guess that Liverpool game was definitely the good. I think the performance that best represents him, but he hasn't been that great in the other games.
If you were to ask me without looking at those ratings where he should sit, I would probably say okay.
Yeah, I'll probably agree with that.
All right, Bissouma goes into okay. Next up, here we go, Emerson Royale.
Emerson Royale, 5.2.
5.2.
Actually not as bad as maybe you'd thought. He's played 3 games. He didn't play against Forest. But he got big points because of his display against Marseille second half. He came on and played really well. I gave him an 8 and you gave him a 7, so he got some reprieve there. But the other games he's been pretty bad. So we've given him, so he saved himself a bit with that Marseille game, and I guess it was a massive game, so you've got to give him credit there. But what does 5.2 get you? An okay?
Yeah.
He probably should be a not good.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
He probably should be.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
But that literally that 45 minutes keeps him away from an awful. Lucky for Emerson.
He's going into not good. Next up is Dejan Kulusevski.
Kulusevski.
I mean, 1 game, 1.5 games, or 1 and a bit games anyway.
6.7.
6.7.
Pretty good.
The cameo against, was it Forest? He came
3
on
games,
in the cup.
yeah. Came on against Liverpool and Forest. Bad against Forest, good against Liverpool, and then was really good yesterday. Both gave him an 8. So
what did Daigle give him yesterday?
8.
8.
Yeah. So give him a 6. That's a 6.7. That's enough for a good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, again, if you take out the Forest, you put him in very good, don't you? It's just a shame that Forest game is a blight on everyone's copybook.
I think just because it's such a small sample size with Decky, he's played less than anyone else. I mean, it's hard to put him in very good, isn't it?
Yeah, but when he's been on the pitch, he has been very good.
He has been, apart from that 1 game.
Yeah, but he only had half an hour, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't have that much. Didn't have that long.
You want to put him in very good?
Yeah, I'm happy to put him there. I think he's been very good since he's come back. I'm happy to put him there, bump him up.
All right. He gets bumped up to very good. Next up is Fraser Forster. 1 game, 1 brilliant game.
1 brilliant game. Look, this guy.
Is he going into excellent?
This guy averages an 8.
Is he going into excellent?
I think he has to. I think Fraser Forster has to go down as our best player of the month. What a performance against Nottingham Forest. He kept the score down. And that's all he's had to do. He's been excellent. What can I say?
All right,
Fraser Forster. Well, there you go.
That's one for the form books, isn't it?
Yeah,
who would have thought
it.
Fraser Forster would be going to excellent in a month?
Enjoy the tier for Fraser, because I don't think it's going to last very long. But there you go. You got your excellent.
Heung-min Son is up next. He didn't play this month, did he?
He played 30 minutes against Marseille, and then got injured.
And he was really bad in that game.
And he was not great against Marseille, but it's hard to judge. I don't want to judge him. I don't want to.
Just because it's Sonny, we'll put him in can't judge.
I don't want any blowback.
Because it's Sonny, we'll put him in can't judge. Next up is Davinson Sanchez.
Sanchez, we averaged him a 4.5. Oh, dearie me.
Yeah.
He played
half an hour against Leeds.
Yeah,
which I thought he was fairly good when he came on.
I gave him a 7 for that half an hour, but Daigle gave him a 5.
5?
Yeah.
I mean, there was one mistake in there, one defensive mistake in there from him. But
and then he started against Forest. He was terrible,
and that's it.
So yeah, we both gave him 3s for that game against Forest.
Okay. So what's the average?
4.5. So
not good.
Not good.
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
All right. Next up is Japhet Tanganga. Can't judge. Jed Spence.
6. We both gave 6.5 actually, because you gave him a 7 and I gave him a 6 for those 20 minutes against Forest. We're not putting him in very good, are we? It wasn't that good.
He played 26 minutes.
Yeah, that's it.
But if we're putting Sonny in can't judge, surely we have to put him in can't judge.
All right, fine. Yeah, fair enough.
Next, Papa Matasar, can't judge. Richarlison only played the last game, didn't he?
Richarlison, he came on against Forest and he played the last game. 2 games, we averaged him a 6.
6. So that puts him into good. Has he really been good, though?
I don't think he's been good.
I'll put him as okay.
Yeah, okay's fair.
Okay, he goes into okay. And last but not least, Antonio Conte.
Antonio Conte, 6.8.
6.8.
6.8 we've given him, so that's pretty decent.
Got us top of the group in Marseille.
Well, actually, you could attribute that to Stellini if you want, but yeah.
True.
And then we lost to Liverpool, but we played well.
In the second half, yeah.
Second half. Forest, we were atrocious, and he played a strong team, so he's
got to get marks down for that.
He did. But Leeds, we managed another great comeback, and I thought we played well throughout the game. To be fair, defensively, but defensively again all over the shop. But we did show good character, and I think that's something that he's definitely instilled in the team. So he definitely gets credit for that.
So we're putting Conte in good.
Putting him in good.
Okay. And that concludes November's tier list. So let's go through it, starting from the bottom. In can't judge, you've got Kuti Romero, Heung-min Son, Japhet Tanganga, Jed Spence, and Papa Matasar. all fair enough. None of them played apart from Son and Jed Spence, who both played around half an hour. In awful, you've got Eric Dyer and Ryan Sessegnon, which I think is completely fair enough. In not good, you've got Brian Hill, Lucas Moura, Emerson Royale, and Davinson Sanchez, which, Davinson Sanchez and Emerson could even flirt with awful, to be honest. That's how bad they've been. In okay, you've got Ollie Skip, Matt Doherty, Bissouma, and Richarlison, which I think is fair enough. In good, you've got Højbjerg, Lloris, Ben Davis, Harry Kane, Ivan Perisic, Clement Longley, and Antonio Conte.
Well, Lloris is coming for a lot of criticism at the moment, so to see him in good is a bit surprising.
It is a bit surprising. We do have a goalkeeper ahead of him, though.
Yeah, we do.
In very good, you've got Dejan Kulusevski, and in excellent, you've got Bentancur and Fraser Forster.
Second month in a row for Bentancur and excellent,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, no, he's
fully deserved.
I know, and I was saying this to you, last week, and I even said it the week before. I think that on current form, he's got to be our player of the season so far.
Well, tune in for our season average ratings to see who we've averaged the highest over the whole season, because I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, we'll be bringing that for you guys tomorrow. You've got a lot of interesting content coming your way for the remainder of the week. We're going to start building up to the World Cup. We're going to be looking at Spurs transfers. We're going to look at the season performance tier list as well. So tune in, because we've got a lot of content coming your way. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.